करें अड्डा 24/7 पर तैयारी। अड्डा 24/7, इंडियाज नंबर 1 गवर्नमेंट जॉब प्रिपरेशन ऐप।
Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Hello everyone, welcome to Agriculture Adda 24/7. So it's 12 p.m. and time for your FSSAI class, and today's class is FSSAI Food Preservation Systems. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our session. So before starting the session, I'd like to tell you that please go ahead and download the Adda 24/7 mobile application, and don't forget to subscribe to Agriculture Adda 24/7. Okay, so today is class number 22. Okay, we couldn't conduct the last class, that was on Thursday. Okay, so yes, no, that was on Friday, right? So now we have this class on Tuesday. So let's go ahead. The first question here. First question, come on guys. Which of the following is used for primary packaging of butter? Oiled paper, craft paper, wax paper, parchment paper, aluminium foil. What will be the right answer? Which of the following is used for primary packaging of butter? So if we'll talk about the primary packaging of butter, then the right answer is D, that is parchment paper. You might have heard about parchment paper that is generally used to package butter. Even the Amul butter that you get, or any kind of butter of any brand, it is generally packed in a parchment paper. So what happens is that parchment paper does not absorb the oil, which basically does not lead to reduction in quantity or loss of butter or quantity. Okay, so this is basically a parchment paper. It is also available in the market. Generally, if you go for different baking purpose, parchment paper is available. Vegetable parchment is the primary packaging used in butter. The main control points in the packaging of butter includes oxidation, because generally oxidation is something that is associated with different fats. Okay, so we need to control this oxidation. Water permeability, water should not enter into the packaging, and vapor permeability. Okay, so there should not be any kind of change in the aroma, any kind of change in the texture, as well as any kind of change in the chemical composition. Aluminium foil, laminated either to 40 GSM grease-proof paper or vegetable parchment. Other types of packaging include plastic tubs. So this is also generally used. If you purchase big size of the butters, you will also get those in plastic tubs. Okay, plastic tubs thermoformed from white pigment HIPS or PVC with a tight fitting lid of the same material. So the name of the material has also been mentioned. You can also remember this. Next question. Pulp is the raw material for the production of what? Generally, pulp is used to produce what? Paper, paper board, corrugated board, polyethylene, only A, B and C. Paper, paper board, corrugated board, polyethylene, only A, B and C. The right answer here is E. Okay, paper board as well as corrugated board. Polyethylene is not made from the pulp of wood or any other plant. Next, pulp is the raw material for the production of paper, paper board, corrugated board and similar manufactured products. It is obtained from plant fiber and is therefore a renewable resource. Okay, next. Tetra pack has dash layers 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. How many layers are present in a Tetra pack? Come on guys. You might have heard Tetra pack milks and juices also. So talking about the different layers of the Tetra pack, we have C, that is 6 layers of Tetra pack. Tetra pack has 6 layers. The innermost to outermost layers are polyethylene paper, polyethylene aluminium, polyethylene outermost. So basically there are different covers of the different layers of the paper, different layers of the Tetra pack. Okay, innermost is polyethylene, then paper, then again polyethylene, then aluminium, then again polyethylene and polyethylene outermost. Oh, sorry. Next, cellulose is moderately resistant to the action of dash under mild condition. Okay, chlorine, dilute sodium hydrochloride, hydrogen peroxide, only A and B or only A and C. Cellulose is moderately resistant to the action of dash under mild conditions. So time is up and the answer here is D, that is only A and B. So cellulose is moderately resistant to chlorine as well as dilute sodium hydroxide, but it's not exactly resistant to hydrogen peroxide. So this is the cellulose here. So generally these are natural occurring organic compound. We know about cellulose also generally derived from the plant materials. Cellulose is moderately resistant to the action of chlorine and dilute sodium hydroxide under mild conditions, but it is modified or dissolved under more severe conditions. That means if chlorine and dilute sodium hydroxide is present in concentrated conditions, then the cellulose will not be resistant against those. What is the function of polyethylene in Tetra Pak? What is the function of polyethylene in Tetra Pak? Mechanical rigidity, gas barrier, abrasion resistance, liquid barrier or absorbent? Come on guys, what is the function of polyethylene in Tetra Pak? So as we saw that there are 6 layers of the Tetra Pak. So in that we have almost 4 layers of polyethylene. So what is the function of that? The right answer here is D, that is liquid barrier. So polyethylene does not allow the liquid to pass, or it doesn't let the liquid be permeable due to, or it doesn't allow the loss of the liquid. Okay, so that's why polyethylene is used. Liquid barrier. Polyethylene serves multiple functions in the Tetra Pak or the paperboard carton. The innermost layer is used as a liquid barrier and to bind layers of aluminium, primary layer, paper, printing layer together. This polyethylene is also used. Next, DAS is highly branched thermoplastic polymer of uncertain size, built up largely from substituted phenyl propane units. Okay, so I'm asking about a type of, basically these are all questions of packaging. These are about packaging materials. So this portion is going to be added in your paid class. Okay, right now we are studying about different packaging types, and we are going to study about packaging materials. Thanks. चलो, so आगे बढ़ते हैं, and the right answer here is, answers आ गए, D not C, lignin. Okay, so lignin is a highly branched thermoplastic polymer of uncertain size that is built up largely from substituted polyphenol compounds. So this is a highly branched I have already repeated this statement. So it has no fiber forming properties and is attacked by chlorine and sodium hydroxide with formation of soluble dark brown derivatives. Okay, so generally in lignin, fiber forming properties are not present, and these are generally degraded by chlorine and sodium hydroxide. Which of the following is used for checking integrity of aseptic packaging material? Sterility test, drop test, bursting test, grammage test and lookout test. And someone was asking about bursting test today in the paid class. Okay, so we will be studying about these. Come on, which of the following is used for checking the integrity of aseptic packaging material? What is the right answer here? A. Very good, very good. Who is it? Nivedita. Very good. Okay, so the right answer is sterility test. Sterility test is used for the integrity check for aseptic packaging, if it is correct or not, if it has the proper strength or not. Okay, and you have other integrity check tests also. For example, tear down test for the sealing strength. That means the product has been properly sealed or not. Is the packaging enough? Okay, electrolytic test, this is for the pinhole testing. The dye test for pinholes in laminated cartons. Lignin softens about dash degree per Celsius. So I'm asking about the temperature here. At what temperature lignin starts to soften? Okay, 160, 100, 120, 140, 150. With this guys, let me tell you that your FSSAI batches are available at 80% off for today. Okay, that is your FSSAI main batch as well as your FSSAI mock test batch. Okay, you can use the code Y291A to enroll in the batches. A, 160 degrees Celsius. Very good. Okay. Next, lignin. It softens at about 160 degrees Celsius. Thermoplastic polymer of uncertain size built up largely from substituted phenyl propane units. Okay. Next, which is the thickest layer in Tetra Pak? Okay. Just now we studied about the 6 layers of the Tetra Pak. Now tell me which of the following is the thickest layer? Polyethylene, paper, nylon, aluminium, polyethylene outermost. What will be the right answer? D, aluminium. We're not talking about the effective layer, we're talking about the thickest layer. Paper will be the thickest layer. If it will be thin, then it's no point of packaging with paper. Okay, so thickest layer is paper. Paper is the thickest layer in Tetra Pak. Tetra Pak is also known as paperboard carton because of the same, because of the paper. Paper is bound to other layers by polyethylene. So polyethylene helps in binding the paper layers. Okay. The principal differences between paper, paperboard and fiberboard. These are all types of paper packagings. But what is the principal difference between these? Thickness, use, shape, size, A and B. Easy questions. Okay. So packaging is not that difficult. What let me tell you, if you have not enrolled in any batches, what you need to study? You have to study about different packaging methods, especially your novel packaging methods. Okay, what is active packaging, intelligent packaging, you have bioactive packaging, what is MAP, what is aseptic packaging. Then you have to study about packaging materials. Okay, these two are the most important points. Apart from this, you can also go through different factors affecting the shelf life of the product, different factors affecting the spoilage of the food products. You can also go through them. Okay, so 10E, only A and B. Very good. Thickness and use. Okay, the principal difference between paper, paperboard and fiberboard are thickness and use. Paper are thin, flexible and used for bags and wraps. Paperboard is thicker, more rigid and used to construct single layer cartons. Fiberboard is made by combining layers of strong papers and is used to construct secondary shipping cartons. So these are basically shipping cartons in which you might have seen that when you order something from Amazon or Flipkart, now the exact product carton is inside another Amazon or Flipkart carton. So that Flipkart or Amazon carton can be termed as fiberboard. Can be. Why I'm saying can be? Because it's not necessary those are fiberboard. They can be of a similar paperboard also. Okay, and then the inside packaging or the main packaging of the product might be a paperboard. Okay. So guys, if you like the session, then please show your like by hitting that like button. DAS employs a continuous gas stream that flushes air out from the package prior to sealing. Okay, so it is saying that if this is a particular packaging, then the gas is drawn out before sealing. Okay, or before adding another flush of air into this before sealing. What is it called? Thermal sealing, gas flushing, thermal flushing, pressure sealing or pressure filling? Answer. Animesh. Okay. The right answer here is B, that is gas flushing. Okay. Gas flushing employs a continuous gas stream that flushes air out from the package prior to sealing. It results in residual oxygen levels of 2 to 5%. It is not suited for oxygen sensitive food products. It is not suited for oxygen sensitive. This line has been repeated. Okay. Next. So this is how it is done. You might have seen this. Okay. This is what we call gas flushing. Hemicellulose are usually soluble in dash. Okay, hemicellulose are usually soluble in dash: water, strong acid, strong base, dilute alkali, strong alkali. Animesh, I cannot guarantee you because all of your faculties are already super busy in different exams, okay, in the sessions. So I cannot guarantee you exactly. So please don't depend on us that because there is some, we have to again check properly what will be asked in CVET and all. We are not dealing with CVET this year. Next year we will be dealing with CUET as well as the state MSc entrance exam, but for this year we are not dealing with CUET. Okay, so I cannot exactly promise you that we will bring a session for you, but I'll try, and if it's, I will inform you before 24 hours or before one day that yes, the session will be brought. Okay, so please don't depend on us that yes, we are going to provide CUET session. Okay, it may not be possible. Okay, 12C. Okay, 12D, dilute alkalis. Hemicellulose are usually soluble in dilute alkalis. Okay, only two and one correct answer, that is Lavina. Okay, next, so hemicelluloses are usually soluble in dilute alkalis. These are lower molecular weight mixed sugar polysaccharides. So what exactly are hemicellulose? These are sugar polysaccharides consisting of one or more of the following molecules, that is xylose, mannose, aravivose and galactose. Okay, carbon monoxide is used due to which of its property in food packages? Okay, carbon dioxide is used due to which of its property in food packages? Anti-collapsible property, filling property, antimicrobial, ethylene displacing or thermal property. Paid batch students should answer this properly, huh? We had already covered this. We have already covered this. Come on. C, antimicrobial property. Good. Anti-collapse property. Nitrogen. Okay. So, carbon dioxide is responsible for the bacteriostatic and fungistatic effect in most of the modified atmospheric packaged food. Okay, that is the MAP. It retards the growth of molds and aerobic bacteria. Yesterday in mock batch I had asked this question. The inhibitory effect of carbon dioxide to microorganisms is increased as the temperature is lowered. So, as the temperature will be lowered, the inhibitory characteristic will be increased because of increased solubility. Dash is the strongest of papers and its unbleached form is commonly used for grocery bags. Kraft paper, this is kraft paper, graph paper, pulp paper, soft paper or hard paper. This is the strongest of papers and its unbleached form, where bleaching is not done, it is used for grocery bags. The right answer here is B, that is kraft paper. Okay, so this is the kraft paper here. Kraft paper, you might have seen this, I guess. Okay, kraft paper is the strongest of the papers and in its unbleached form is commonly used for grocery bags. Okay, if bleached and coated, it is commonly used as butcher wrap. Okay, if it is bleached and if it is coated, it can be also used as butcher wrap. Okay, polyethylene is a polymer of dash C2H4, C4H6, CH4, C2H2 or C2H6. Polyethylene is a polymer of dash. Polyethylene is a polymer of A, that is C2H4. ठीक है, polyethylene C2H4 के लिए एक बूस्टर है. सर आप एग्रीकल्चर के लिए बूस्टर हो, बूस्टर या बूटर क्या? ठीक है भाई, एग्रीकल्चर के लिए बहुत कुछ करना है, हर चीज़ में नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ अभी. ओके, बिकॉज इंसान का जो टाइम है ना, दैट इज लिमिटेड टू 24 आवर्स. ओके, एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग दैट नीड्स टू बी डन. C2H4, carbon dioxide is responsible for bacteriostatic and fungistatic effect in MA packaged food. It regards the growth of molds and aerobic bacteria. The inhibitory effect of carbon dioxide to microorganisms is increased as the temperature is lowered because of increased solubility. Okay, yesterday also I had given one question regarding this, that how the solubility is related to the inhibitory effect of carbon dioxide. The main examples of paper and paperboard based packaging is or are dash: multi-wall paper sacks, folding cartons and rigid boxes, corrugated and solid fiberboard boxes that are generally used in shipping, paper based tubes, tubs and composite containers, or all of the above. Easy question, guys. Super easy. Yes, The right answer here is E, all of the above. Okay, all of these are examples of paper and paperboard based packaging. Paper bags, wrapping bags, packaging bags or infusible tissues, example tea and coffee bags. So those tea and coffee bags, those are known as infusible tissues from which the tea is generally infused into the water. Sachets, pouches, over wrapping paper, sugar and flour bags, carrier bags, etc. Multi-wall paper sacks, corrugated and solid fiber board, paper-based tubes, folding cartons, fire drums, liquid packaging, etc. There are so many ways in which paper packaging can be used. Number 17. Which of the following plastics is opaque? Okay, polyethylene tetraphthalate, that is PET, PE, polycarbonate, polyphenylene sulfide, PPS, polyvinyl chloride, PVC, or all of the above. Come on guys, answer. So the right answer here is C, that is polyphenylene sulfide. Okay, which is the following plastics is opaque. That means these are not transparent. Okay, so polyphenylene sulfide PPS, this is the opaque plastic, are those which blocks the lights. Now there are certain foods which don't want the light passing through the food product so that the food is not deteriorated, so does not let light to pass through it. Some plastics like the polyphenylene sulfide are naturally opaque in nature. These plastics can be made opaque by using additives. What I am asking is, I am not asking that, see, now let's talk about all the other options. They can be made opaque by certain additives, but they are not naturally opaque. Okay, if we'll talk about PPS, that is the polyphenylene sulfide, it is naturally opaque. Okay, that's what is being asked. It's not being asked that if additives can be added or not. Okay, however, using some techniques, even opaque plastics can be made transparent. The term OTR, okay, the term OTR is related to packaging films, stands for dash. Overall thermal resistance, outer tear resistance, oxygen transmission rate, odor transfer rate, or none of the above. In today's paid class, I have discussed about this. Answer. Guys, do attend all the YouTube classes, because I am not going to repeat these questions, or at least not the questions with the same language in the mock test. Mock test questions will be different, these questions will be different. Okay, or if there is a question which is very important, that also needs to be there in the mock test, then at least the language will change. Here it is single option question, I might give it in comprehension form, I might give it in multiple correct options, multiple answers option format. Okay, so do attend both the classes if you have enrolled in the mock batch. If you haven't enrolled, you can enroll by using Y291A and you will get 80% off today. Okay, so already some of you see oxygen transfer rate, okay, clear? Okay, so did we study this, or we studied about something else in today's packaging class? Okay, so here this is oxygen transmission rate. So the term OTR related to packaging films stands for oxygen transmission rate. It is the rate by which oxygen permeates through a plastic film. And why it is important? Now in the presence of oxygen, oxidation is generally seen, and we don't need oxygen in those food products in which are prone to oxidation. Okay, the plastic films having a greater oxygen transmission rate are a poor barrier. So higher the oxygen transmission rate, lower will be the quality of the barrier, or the barrier will be poor. The term WVTR is related to dash: water vapor transmission rate, water vapor transient rate, water vapor transfer rate, water. Now see, both of these might, their meaning might be the same, okay, but you cannot write transmission in place of transfer, you cannot write transfer in place of transmission if full form is asked. Okay, water to vapor total ratio, none of the above. Answer. So we already have answers here. Neha, Saurav, Manisha, 19A, you are the life. Okay, so now there are 19A you people are saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Yes, it is 19A, that is water vapor transmission rate. Okay, so water vapor transmission rate, you can see the diagrammatic view. Okay, so basically you don't need diagrams or explanations of the mechanism. So guys, those who are studying by themselves, you are self-preparing, make sure that you don't dive deep into mechanisms and principles. Okay, in these exams you won't be asked about mechanisms, you won't be asked about principles. Okay, so don't put that extra effort. Okay, if you want to put that extra effort in your revision. Okay, revise the things. Okay, once, twice, thrice, as many times as possible. Okay, so the term WVTR is related to packaging, and it stands for water vapor transmission rate. It is the rate by which water vapor or moisture permeates through a plastic film. The plastic film having a greater WTVR again is a poor barrier. Okay, so if higher the water moisture, then higher will be the microbial activity, and we don't want that. Permeability is calculated using dash and dash. So this is an example of your two blank question. Two blanks. Okay, permeability is calculated using dash and dash. Diffusion, solubility, permeance, solubility, diffusion, permeance, transmittivity, solubility, or permeance and diffusion. Answer, guys. Permeability is calculated using diffusion and solubility, the rate of diffusion as well as the rate of solubility. Okay, next, permeability is calculated using diffusion and solubility. Permeability is the product of diffusion and solubility. So these are two ways in which the question can be asked. When a gas or vapor passes through the plastic film, it solubilizes first and then diffuses through the film. First it is soluble, then it diffuses through the plastic film. Okay, the uptake of food components such as aroma and flavor by plastic films is known as dash. So if you have packed a certain product in the plastic film, then the plastic film absorbs some of the flavor and compound or aroma. What is it known as? For example, in cold drinks. Okay, in the carbonated beverages, after drinking it, if you will wash it, then also you will see that the aroma is present in the bottle as well as the flavor. Okay, scavenging, broiling, scalding, scaling, or blending. Answer. What is the right answer, guys? The right answer here is D, that is the right answer here is D, that is scaling. Okay, what is the right answer? The right answer here is scaling. Okay, so the uptake of food components such as aroma and flavor by plastic films is what we call scaling. Okay, such plastics having a greater permeability and hence are not suitable for primary packaging. Such packaging materials are either used for tertiary or pellet packaging. So these kind of packaging materials are generally used in higher packaging methods. Which of the following is used for juice bottles? Okay, packing of juices. Teflon, high density polyethylene, polystyrene, polycarbonate, or nylon? Which of the following is used for juice bottles? Now, the right answer here is B, that is high density polyethylene. Okay, in case of juice bottles, generally high density polyethylene, or what we call in short HDPE, is generally used. High density polyethylene is used for making juice bottles. It is a thermoplastic polymer made by polymerization of ethylene. It has a high strength to density ratio. Okay, next. Which of the following is used in making carrier bags? Teflon, low density polyethylene, polystyrene, polycarbonate, or nylon? Which of the following is used in making carrier bags? Teflon, low density polyethylene, polystyrene, polycarbonate, or nylon? Oh, okay. So the right answer here is B, that is low density polyethylene, or LDPE. So LDP, so this is these are basically LDP, low density polyethylene. These are used in manufacturing the different carrier bags. It is made by free radical polymerization of ethylene. So the process is also mentioned here. LDP has lesser branching, which is responsible for its lower density. Okay, so if the branching will be more, okay, in between the chemical bondings, if it will be more, then obviously the material will be more dense. If the branching will be less, then it will be less dense. You can remember it from a simple example. If we look at a tree, more the branches, higher will be the density of the leaves. Lesser the number of branches, lower will be the density of the leaves or the tree. Okay. Next, which of the following is not a constituent of the wood cell wall? Okay, cellulose, pectin, hemicellulose, lignin. There are 4 options here. Come on. Answer, guys. Which of the following is not a constituent of the wood cell wall? Now, the right answer here is B, that is pectin. Okay. Pectin is not a constituent of the wood cell wall. It is heteropolysaccharide present in primary cell walls of plants. It is responsible for the structural integrity of the cell. There are 3 main constituents of wood cell wall: cellulose, hemicellulose and lignin. Okay. Next. Dash refers to the process wherein wood or other fibrous raw material are reduced to a fibrous mass. So basically fiber is extracted from the wood. What is the process known as? Pulping, forming, seating, draping or wrapping? Come on guys, easy. Not at all difficult. So the right answer here is A, that is pulping. So basically the pulp is extracted. That is what we call the fiber. Okay, the fiber is extracted or the pulp is extracted. Okay. So pulping refers to the process wherein wood or other fibrous raw materials are reduced to a fibrous mass. Okay, pulping is done to separate the fibers without damaging them so that they can then be reformed into a paper sheet in the paper making process. So this is it guys, 25 questions today is completed and all of these questions are from packaging. Next class we will also have questions from packaging so that you can go through packaging and come to the class. Okay, both of your batches are already going on, your mock practice batch as well as your FSSAI, CFSO and TO updated pattern batch. Okay, if you want to enroll in these batches, then you can go ahead and use the code Y291A in the mobile application of Adda 24/7 and enroll in the batches. Timing here is 4 PM and here the timing is 11 AM of my class. Okay, so we'll meet guys again in the next class. So if you are planning, you also have 80% off today. So if you want, in the application you will get 81% off. So obviously if you want, then go ahead and enroll and do attend the 4 PM class today. 4 PM, yeah, one is at 4 PM, I guess one you have at 3 PM or something. Okay, then another is at 9 PM. Okay. So let's meet in the next class guys. Till then, take care, bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe to Agriculture Adda 24/7. Stay safe.